Arizona's current drought isn't just hard on human residents of the state. Rob Winder reports on the drought's effects on rattlesnakes and your chances of being bitten by one.
If you find an unwelcome guest of the long, scaly, and limbless variety in your yard, Joe Himes of the Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary can help.
We get about 300 calls every year from all over the valley asking us to come out and remove those rattlesnakes.
In this unusually dry year, Himes says rattlesnakes have been especially prevalent in places where they might be able to get a drink.
Yesterday I went out to a school that has only been closed about 5 days, and there was a rattlesnake sipping up water from a faucet that was leaking out in the playground.
But the popular notion that we will see more snake bites because of the drought is a myth. That's according to a 2018 Stanford medicine study, which found that snakebite incidents in California were actually lower during periods of drought there. ASU Life Science professor Dale Donardo says that's because snakes don't move around as much during these dry periods.
They're ectotherms, they don't produce their own heat, they get heat from the environment, they have very low energy costs, so they can basically stay down in a burrow and say, hey, I'm gonna wait till it rains, I have enough energy to survive. If I go to the surface to look for food or try and hunt food, I may dehydrate in that process, whether I find food or not.
Summer is not peak snakebite season in Arizona anyway, but there are certain times of the day when you still need to be careful.
They're out when it's cool out. And so during the summers, when it's really hot during the day, when we hit 105 or higher, you're less likely to see snakes out and about in the morning, but you will see them out and about at night when it cools off.
But regardless of rainfall levels or the time of day, there's one thing about rattlesnake behavior that doesn't change.
Just remember that rattlesnakes don't want to hurt you.
In Scottsdale, Rob Winder, Cronkite News.
Himes says if you do encounter a rattlesnake in your yard, keep a safe distance, which is at least 3 feet away, and call a professional for removal. If you happen to get bit, the Arizona Poison and Drug Information Center says do not apply a tourniquet or ice to the bite. Do not suck out the venom or cut around the bite, and do go to a hospital immediately.